It is Monday, November 14th in the NBA. Back with my three favorite picks of the day. It is the start of a new week. Let's keep it moving. Let's recap yesterday. Another winning day, our second in a row on a 5-1 run. Well, our best bet of the day does fall short. DeMar DeRozan over 24.5 points. Doesn't get it done. Starts off slow, ends up getting 16, but obviously it was a blowout. He didn't even play in the fourth quarter. But our other two picks, Jamal Murray gets it done. So does SGA, who should be in the COS Hall of Fame by now. But the best bet of the day, I believe, moves to 19-7. Let's keep this momentum going into the new week. Let's bounce back that segment. If you are new, go down below, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Thank you guys again for 54,000 subscribers. Only 46 something away from the 100K plaque that we'll be able to put up on the wall behind me. If you ever want to become a COS All-Star, go do that. Click the join button on the channel. And also, since it's Monday, our Monday Night Football video was posted last night. Commanders versus Eagles best bets. You can go check that video out at the end of this one. It will also be linked in the description down below. Let's hop into my best bet of the day. And I know this one might get some criticism, but you don't have to play it as a best bet. I'm just telling you what I'm playing. Scotty Barnes taking his over 34.5 PRAs, points, rebounds, and assists, minus 107 on Barstool. Now, if you need an individual line for Scotty Barnes of the Toronto Raptors, it's hard to really give out one. I think his points might be the best. Assists isn't terrible. You'll see it at 7.5, and I think you might be surprised why it's at 7.5. We'll understand why in a second. Now, can someone explain to me out there why Scotty Barnes' line went up? It was 32.5/33.5 last game. He went out there. There was no Van Vliet, no Siakam like it is today. And it was a better matchup versus the Indiana Pacers. And he went out there, 22 PRAs, not even close to this line. 39 minutes, yet he deserved this line to go up by 1 or 2. Scotty Barnes has only hit this over in 1 of 13 games. I think people are going to be hammering the under. And that was a game that he hit 5 3-pointers. I don't think he's hitting 5 threes today. But you have to look at these and do a little bit of line reading because there's no reason why this line should have went up for Scotty Barnes. But I think it's because the books are expecting a big bounce back day for him. And I can see it on the horizon. Now, Scotty Barnes, he has the field goal attempts. He has the potential rebounds. He has the potential assists. He just has to put it all together, which he hasn't been able to do so far this season except in one game. And look, if you want a guy for a triple-double, this is probably your guy. It's a plus 900 on Barstool. Well, that was the best value by a long shot. But look, in the last game, without Van Vliet, without Siakam, you saw Scotty Barnes go out there. 4 for 16 from the field. That's not great, 25%. 20, yes, you heard that right, 20 assist chances, 16 rebound chances. If you look at his stat line, he had like 8 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. He only converted 5 of 20 potential assists. I think his teammates knocked down a little bit more shots. We'll see what Gary Trent Jr. does today. He went a big 1 for 13 last game, but this is a good matchup, another good one against the Detroit Pistons, 30th in the league in defensive rating. If you want to know, that's the worst in the league. That's just short for worst. Last in the league, this team has struggled to play defense. And I think you look at the Raptors head coach, Nick Nurse. He runs his players into the ground. Very Tom Thibodeau-esque. Even with all the injuries, Barnes is going to go out there, play 38, 40 minutes, probably as long as he can avoid foul trouble. He's going to be out there a ton. And over the last 4 games, Barnes, terrible from the field. Under 40% in all of those games. Is tonight the night he puts it all together. He stops shooting threes. He just drives to the rim, gets fouled, or just shoots mid-ranges or at the rim. I think it is. And he's going to perform as their point guard tonight. That's what he's going to be. That's why his assist line sitting at 7.5, which he's only hit like twice this season. I think he has a good chance. If you want to go for a double-double, I think he gets a double-double as well. But Scotty Barnes, the field goal attempts, the potential assists, all of that is there. He'll be their point guard, and there's going to have to be guys to score the ball. OG Anunoby can only do so much. Gary Trent Jr. still struggling. Scotty Barnes is going to have to play well, and he played well in his last game versus Detroit last season back in March at 33 PRAs versus them. That was only with 2 assists. You look at Siakam, who also played in that game at 35 PRAs. Look, if Barnes is aggressive attacking, I know people might not agree with this. They'll be like, oh, this guy's only 1 for 13 on the line. I think there's a reason this line is super high. I won't take the under. I think Barnes is a pretty good night. He's my best bet of the day. Go make it 2 for 14. Shut up the haters, Scotty. I believe in you. Let's keep it moving to another guy you probably have heard of. Trae Young, I'm taking his over 26.5 points, minus 111 on FanDuel. Just putting a unit on this. And now, Trae, weirdly enough, in this game, only has lines on FanDuel, PointsBet, and Barstool Sportsbook as I record this at about 7:30 a.m. Eastern in the morning. I expect this line to stay at 26.5. I don't see it going down to 25.5. I just don't. I don't think sharper books who haven't released the line will put it that low. This is Trae Young we're talking about. This is one of the best scorers in the NBA. And so far this season, he has good news and bad news. I'll give you the good news first. Averaging 27.4 points per game, 22.7 field goal attempts per game. Yeah, that's 2 more field goal attempts than he's ever attempted in his career. That would be a career high. Bad news, shooting 37.9% from the field and 30% from 3. That's not great. I can't sugarcoat that. That's not great. He's not making shots. But it's good that he's attempting them. And I think this line is still a little bit too low. If he just starts to knock down some shots, we'll be fine. Trey's gone over this line 6 times, under this line 6 times. So right, 50-50 split. Taking on the Bucks. It's a high over-under at like 220-ish. And it's a Bucks team that he already carved up once this season. Had 42 points against him. That was against Drew Holiday, a very good defender. Drew Holiday's out of this game. I don't think Chris Middleton's back yet. Giannis is probable. They got like 9 players on the injury report. But in his last 4 versus Milwaukee, 42, 27, 30, and 42 points in the over in all 4 of these games. He's going to shoot a bunch. There's no sugarcoating that. He's going to shoot a lot. At least I expect him to shoot a ton. And while the Bucks have great rim protection, they can't block a floater. They can't do that. And Trey's one of the best guys at a floater. He finishes great and with not necessarily against contact, but great in the paint, floating it over the big men. And I think he's certainly capable of taking guys like Brook Lopez off the dribble, Bobby Portis, guys that can't move their feet as well. And it's also Trae Young. This is a guy that could go out there kind of like Damian Lillard a couple nights ago. He could attempt 20 free throws tonight, and it wouldn't surprise a lot of people. This is what he does. He gets to the free throw line, they get into the bonus. He's going to shoot a lot of free throws. I like Trae Young tonight. I think he has a pretty good day. I think it's over 26.5 points. Goes up to 27.5. I'm fine with that too. You're basically just banking on Trae, at least hopefully knocking down some shots or getting to the free throw line 150 times, both of which he's capable of. Like I said, high over under 224. I think Trae can certainly get it done. If he shoots above 40%, he should hit this. Not asking for a lot, Trae. Go get it done. My final play of the day will be another one I expect some criticism on, and that's fine. You don't have to play my plays. I'm just giving you out my favorite picks, and if they do well, which I have this year, great. If they don't, that's going to happen. Reggie Jackson of the Clippers taking his over 14.5 points, plus 100 on Barstool. Now, this was probably the least likely guy you expected clicking on a call on or shot video and seeing Reggie Jackson. He was not on your bingo card, I expect. And if he was, you weren't expecting to count that card. But look, why look at people probably hammering the under against Reggie. And I can understand why they might hammer the under. Reggie under this line in 11 of 13 games. He's under in both games versus the Houston Rockets with only 12 and 6 points. And I expect some comments like, Austin, why are we taking the over then if he keeps going under? Well, I respond to you with another question. Why is Jackson's line going up? Why? I don't understand why, and I think you're just doing a little bit of line reading. We've done line reading this year. Tyler Hero, his line went up after a couple bad games. The line reading yesterday when we took Jamal Murray's over. I think Reggie Jackson's due a pretty good game, and this is a guy that's going to, one, he's going to shoot a lot. He's 10 plus times, probably guaranteed. He's going to play 30 plus minutes. Number 3, John Wall's out of this game, so he's going to have to play even more minutes, and he's going to probably shoot a little bit more. And look, I understand. Reggie Jackson's not necessarily the guy, man, I need someone to pay for rent. Put it on Reggie Jackson. That's not that guy. That's why he's not a best bet of the day. But Reggie Jackson's still a guy that can score 15 points, and he's playing the dang Houston Rockets. I might be able to score 15 against the Rockets. The Rockets struggle defensively. Now, sure, you can look at Reggie. He scored 6 and 12 points versus them earlier this season. And people might look at that and say, you know what, hammer the under. He went 0 for 10 from the three-point line in those 2 games combined. If you think Reggie Jackson's not going to make a 3 tonight, go bet on it. You probably get like plus 300, plus 500 value. He's this guy that's going to attempt 11 or more field goal attempts. I know Paul George. Paul George is going to be the number 1 guy on this team. But after him, there's really not another guy that says, all right, I need 15 field goal attempts. So I think Reggie Jackson, a guy that's, coming off a tough defensive game, only 5 field goal attempts, 6 points against the Brooklyn Nets a couple nights back. I just look at Reggie Jackson. I think he bounces back here. He's obviously hit this in 2 games this season. He's certainly capable. And his last, 5 matchups versus the Rockets, he had scored 17, 26, 12, 19, and 26 points against them prior to these last 2 when he went under. There's not a lot of guys on this Clippers team that shoots a lot. I think Reggie Jackson, you look at guys against this Rockets team, 17 in the last 25 with 10 or more field goal attempts have hit this over. So the proof's in the pudding. I think Reggie can do it. Go be aggressive. Go attack the hoop. Drive to the hoop. Get to the free throw line. Do your thing. Reggie Jackson's certainly capable of scoring 15 tonight. If you want to fade Mr. Jackson, go for it. But when he drops 20 on your dome, don't come back to me saying, Austin, why did I take his under? Taking his over 14.5 points. That's going to wrap it up. Those are my 3 favorite plays. As always, shout out to some new COS All-Stars. I appreciate you guys for showing the love and support. We got a couple new ones. If you want to become one, go click the join button on the channel. We got Stay Up KG. We got J Real, the Hood's Greatest. David. We got Richard. We got Kim and Eldon. We got Chris. We got Ace B. We got Penn. We got Michael. We got Nathan. We got Ezekiel, Dane, John, Goru, Kaksu. Who knows? Richard, Ryan, and Jack. You guys are the real MVPs. Thank you guys so much for the support. I know it's a weird slate. You wouldn't have expected this on Monday, but let's have a great start to the week. Last week we were plus, I believe, 4 units. The best bet segment only went 4-4. Today it's starting off 1-0. Scotty Barnes shutting up the haters. So is Reggie Jackson. And Ice Trey just goes out there and shoots decently. That's all we're asking for. Appreciate you guys always. Monday Night Football. Commanders, Eagles, best bets video. Pop up on the screen. Go check it out if you want to, if you're interested. NFL, we've been all right this year. We're going to bounce back tonight. Appreciate you guys as always. I'm Austin, signing out. Peace.